Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Holy Tuesday. This week, we've been taking our journey with Jesus to Calvary. Yesterday, we had the awesome opportunity to hear from Reverend Marcia as she really broke open the bread of life to explain the significance of Jesus cleansing the temple. And today, we're brought to a peculiar passage, something that seems a bit strange of Jesus. Something that we don't necessarily find happening frequently in the gospel. Jesus cursing, but specifically cursing a fig tree. Seems a bit mundane, seems a bit petty maybe. Why would Jesus take time on his last week on earth to curse a fig tree? I mean, think about it. If you knew that this Friday would be your last moment in life, what would you be doing on Tuesday? For many of us, I'm sure we would be enjoying all that life has to offer, eating some of our favorite foods, visiting family, saying our goodbyes. But Jesus takes time on Holy Tuesday to teach a lesson to his disciples. Hear these words from the Gospel according to Matthew. Now in the morning, as he returned to the city, he was hungry. And seeing a fig tree by the road, he came to it and found nothing on it but leaves, and said to it, "Let no fruit grow on you ever again." Immediately, the fig tree withered away. And when the disciples saw it, they marveled, saying, "How did the fig tree wither away so soon?" So Jesus answered and said to them, "Assuredly I say to you, if you have faith and do not doubt, you will not only do what was done to the fig tree, but also if you say to this mountain, 'Be removed and be cast into the sea,' it will be done. And whatever things you ask in prayer, believing, you will receive it." Have you ever been hungry? I mean, really, really hungry. I know for many of us who completed Seek 2020, you know that feeling of being hungry. And you decide that you're going to go to one of your favorite restaurants. You're going to go to one of your favorite restaurants, drive the distance if need be. Doesn't matter how far it is, because you're going there to enjoy one of your favorite meals. You're craving that meal. You get there, you sit down, the waiter gives you the menu, and you order from the menu. The waiter takes it away and says your meal should be there relatively soon. But then as the waiter is coming back to your table, the waiter informs you that, unfortunately, that dish that you desired, that dish that you drove so far to enjoy, is currently unavailable. It's one of the most frustrating feelings, because you're looking at the menu and the menu is telling you exactly what you want. You're expecting this restaurant to produce what they're advertising, and unfortunately, they can't. There's nothing more frustrating than expecting something from someone that they can't produce. Because you're expecting something, you're anticipating to receive something from them that they're advertising, and they can't produce it. And that's where we find Jesus. We find Jesus on Holy Tuesday confronting a fruitless fig tree. Jesus is famished because he's been doing the work of the ministry. And as the gospel writers let us know, that when Jesus shows up to do ministry, thousands of people flock to him daily. And that is tiring on Jesus, not only his spirit, but his body. He sees a fig tree expecting to be nourished by this fig tree. Can you imagine the scene? a famished Jesus expecting to be fed by the fig tree, only to inspect the fig tree and only find leaves. The fig tree looks like it should be able to produce. It has all the right attributes. It looks like it should be able to produce because the leaves are there. But upon further inspection, the tree has a whole lot of leaves, but no fruit. You've ever known something or someone that you expected to have a particular outcome by or from because they had all the right attributes, they said all the right things, but upon further inspection, it couldn't bear any fruit? And what Jesus wants the disciples to realize is that a fig tree that can't produce fruit is no fig tree at all. And in life, upon further inspection, when we can't produce fruit, we need to reevaluate ourselves. Listen, Jesus isn't just taking time on Holy Tuesday to give a lesson about a tree, but this masked miracle is really an inspection about the people of Israel. We find in the Gospel according to John, Jesus addressing his disciples and letting his disciples know that I am the true vine. You are the branches. And any branch that fails to produce fruit, my Father in heaven cuts them off. In case we needed to see a statement from Jesus or wording in a parable from Jesus, there it is. That really is the true explanation of this fig tree, where Jesus is letting the disciples know that as I prepare to depart and to fulfill my destiny, remember that you are a branch. You are this fig tree. And anytime you fail to produce fruit, we are cut off. As Jesus is heading to his destiny, and as Jesus is preparing to fulfill his part of his assignment, the disciples also have to fulfill theirs. And just as Jesus was asking the disciples today, I asked you, what fruit are you bearing? Are we a well-dressed fig tree? Do we have the right parts? We sing the right songs. We know the right Bible verses. We know all the cliches. But are we bearing any fruit? Or are we just well-dressed leaves? Maybe now more than ever, in this international pandemic, it's our opportunity as the church to bear fruit, to be fruitful trees, fruit that people who are famished physically and spiritually can eat from. In a time where the world is in crisis, famished and hungry for an explanation. Maybe we may not have an explanation, but maybe people will be able to go another day's journey because they ate from our fruit. Today, on Holy Tuesday, it's an opportunity for us to examine ourselves, to ask ourselves the question, no matter how difficult, just as Jesus inspected the fig tree, for us to look ourselves in the mirror and inspect ourselves and ask, can anyone eat from our tree? God bless you.